Welcome back to my YouTube channel, Just Puzzle Warrior. Today we are continuing with the series of solving 10 puzzles per day. For the previous 3 days, we have solved up to 30, and we have seen what to expect at any of these levels. Now we are going to pick it up from 30 to 40, and we are going to see what to expect to this level. So at this level, we are going to expect discovered attack, but they'll be a bit more advanced. In this situation, you're going to expect discovered attack where we have, instead of having two pieces in the same line, we will be having three pieces. Your three pieces, and three of them are yours, or all the three of them are yours. Then we have what we call complex fox. We'll be ignoring threats. We'll be having what we have overworked pieces. But in this case, instead of just defending two pieces, you'll have a piece that's defending a piece and maybe a square, or just defending two squares. And both two squares are key in the position. Will have a hidden defense, like a situation where maybe, let's say, your queen is under attack and the opponent's queen is under attack. But there's a move that you can make that defends your queen and wins material. We'll have what we call multi move checkmates, where you have to checkmate in 4 to 5 moves. We have obstruction tactics. We'll have to position where we'll be sacrificing pieces to have a dangerous passed pawn. And like Nimzowitsch once said that a passed pawn is a dangerous prisoner who should be under lock and key, and the key should be thrown away. So we are going to try and create such scenarios where we have dangerous passed pawns that cannot be stopped. So let's go and see how this one turns out. Okay, so this is the first one. The first instinct is to capture the knight, and this move looks powerful because it comes with a check. But the reality is this move does not accomplish much, because after this check, they can simply block, or they can alternatively block with the knight or even there. And now we have nothing. But we have a forcing checkmate sequence. We can give a check there. The king has only one move there, as the knight is covering that square. And after that move, now the bishop comes in. The other bishop comes in, and this will be checkmate. So here we go. So checkmate. Okay. This one is a bit common. I have seen it several times. I think we just need to give a check here. We don't start by capturing this piece. We first give a check. They block. We take. They take. We take the rook with a check. They move the king. We take the queen, and eventually we're going to capture this knight. So here we go. Okay. They have decided to muddy the waters. The thing that I keep saying, that one of the worst mistakes that we often make, even me, is assuming that my opponent will not put up a fight, that they will just go down without a fight. But that's rarely the case. In most of these situations, your opponent is going to fight back. So in this case, what they want is, after I take, how can they respond? I don't see any response. Even if they take, we also take here. So we just take the bishop here. Okay. Black to move. What happens if I give a check here? So check. Where will the king go? The king can go there, the king can go there, the king can go there, the king can go there. So the king has only one square, king can only go there. So after that, then now we play there. Now threatening checkmate in one. What can they do to stop me? I don't see any move that they can do to stop me. Okay, so let's go. Okay. Mhm. White to move, white to move. So the first instinct is to capture this pawn. And the reason we are capturing it is because it comes with a check. And we're also going to take away this square, that square, that square. The bishop takes away these two squares. So the king has only one move there. So after that one move, how do we proceed? We have a threat of giving a checkmate here, but the issue is that the knight is covering that square. So after we give a check and the king goes there, now we are going to eliminate the defender. And the good thing is we are going to capture the knight with a check. And after that, after they take, now the queen simply comes in and this will be checkmate. So this is basically a forced checkmate in 3, if I'm not mistaken. So let's go. 1, 2, 3. Okay. At this level, also expect situation where you have 2 moves and both of them appear equally appealing. So you don't know which one to go for. So you have to calculate to see what happens after you play either of the moves to decide which one is better in the position. Like in this situation, we can give a check there and we can also give a check there. Each of these moves comes with its own pros and cons. If we give a check here with the queen, we give up the control of this square. So the king can simply go there. If we give a check there, how are they going to respond? They can respond either by moving there or there. So they have those 2 squares. And after they make, let's start with the first one. If they go there, we can give another check there. Now the king is forced to come here and we capture the pawn. So it looks like the right move is to check with the bishop. Okay. So here we have a pin. We can give a check here. Because this pawn cannot capture as it's pinned. Moving exposes the king to a check. So that's an illegal move. So let's see if we give a check there, where will the king go? That's one of the moves. We also can give a check here. But the issue is if we give a check there, the rook can simply block. So I don't think that's the best move in this scenario. Okay, let's calculate the first one further. We give a check there. Okay. The king can either go there or there, or go backwards or there. So the king has those 4 moves. If they go to the corner, I think we can give another check there. Let's assume they go there. Then we can give a check there. And after they go there, these no, here, there, that will be checkmate. That will be checkmate. So going to the corner is not the best move. So I feel like I can play this move with a bit of confidence, as I don't see any other better move. So let's play it and see how it turns out. Okay. Here I feel like we can give a check here, as the knight now is approaching us. Of course, if they go there, this will lead to checkmate. So the best move is to go there. And after that move, the knight can come in with a check. The king will have to go there. You can give another check there. Okay, let's first play the first move and see how it turns out. Okay. You can also give a check here, but I'll simply go there. Give a check there. This now is like an advanced checkmate pattern. So after that check, the king has only one legal move there. After they go there, I think I can give another check there. So here I have 2 candidate moves. This one and this one. If I come here, the king goes there. So how do we proceed from there? I feel like bringing the knight is the best move, as now I have more pieces closer to the opponent's king. So I'll just move the knight and see what happens. Okay. We can either capture the rook. How many pieces do I have, by the way? Two rooks versus two rooks, a queen versus a queen, a knight versus a knight. They are up a bishop, but here I have a chance to capture the rook. So which move should we go through? I can also give a check here. After that check, they can go there. They can go there. If they go there, we give another check here. So there's no way they're going to go to this square. Most likely. Actually, they can also even just block. So here I think I just need to capture the rook and move on with life. I don't see any other move passes. So let's capture the rook and see whether it works. Yeah, that was it. We just needed to win material. Okay. I feel like we can capture this pawn. And this move comes with tempo, as now we'll be attacking the queen and the rook. The issue is, what if they capture here? We capture with the bishop. Yeah, I think this is it. Okay, here again we are facing a dilemma. We can either capture with the queen or capture with the knight. But I feel if we capture with the knight, we are setting ourselves up for a pin. They can then play. They can play this rook there, and now the knight cannot move. So if we take, they play this rook here. Now we are pinned, and you're going to lose the piece. So I think the best way is to capture with the. Okay, I feel like we need to play a quiet move. We just move the king there, and then push this pawn forward with a check, and it will be checkmate. And I don't think there's anything they can do to stop us. That does not stop anything. So it's simply push here. Okay. Now you have a choice. We can choose to trade the queens, or we can go for the check. I think the check is more powerful. Let's see whether it leads to anything substantial. If I give a check there, the king has only one move there. Then we give another check there. The king again has only one move there. Then we give another check there. Now the king again has one move there. We capture this pawn with a check. Where will the king go from there? Now the king is on e2. They can't go there. They can't go there. They can't go there. They can't go there. So I feel like the only option is to go back there, and then you give a check there. So yeah. So basically, these are first checkmate in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years, in 5 moves. So let's go and see whether my calculation is correct or there's something that I missed. Yeah, that was it. So it was all about seeing all the moves in that position. Okay, this is another tricky position. We have a choice. We can capture the bishop with the rook, but capturing with the rook gives up the knight, as they'll simply just capture back the knight. Or we can capture there, but the issue is they're going to push. But even if they push, we have time to move the knight to safety, and after that, now we can stop the pawn. So I feel like the best move is to capture with the knight. Mhm. I totally missed that move. And like I keep saying that in chess, you have to assume that your opponent is going to play the strongest defense. So by the fact that I missed that move, that shows that my calculation is a bit. I need to work on my calculation. Yeah. If we give a check, the check accomplishes nothing as they will simply capture. But if they capture, we come back there and we take. Yeah. So I think we give a check. Yes, give a check. If they take, we come back and we have a skew. So check, check, and then we simply bring back the rook to stop the pawn from queening. Wow, that was not it. So let's check out the solution as we call it a day there. I rushed to play that move, and I think that's why I went wrong. So let's see. Oh, we should stop it from behind. Yeah, that was it. So see you tomorrow as we take it now from 40 to 50, and now from this level, as you can see, these is where you are likely to start making mistakes. So see you tomorrow. Peace out.